And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round number 19, the Mexican Grand Prix. And obviously, we are 28 points behind Daniel Ricciardo, who's obviously racing for Red Bull Racing. If we win this race, we could be we could be within 21 points of, the race, the championship lead, obviously, with 2 rounds to go, Brazil and Abu Dhabi. So, obviously, the championship still is very much in Ricciardo's hands, but it's certainly not out of our control. It's not all lost, should I say, as of yet. But it would, Ricciardo could still finish basically second for the next 3 races and be champion, obviously, of the season 3. Hopefully we will put an end to that. Hopefully we'll gain some nice points here on Daniel Ricciardo. But first of all, let's get into FP1. Get some practice done. Get the points, get the resource points on the board. Help develop the car for next season. And hopefully next season we'll certainly have a huge chance of winning the championship in season 4. So yeah. But nonetheless, we'll get on with track climatization at the moment. Get that done, get that out of the way. Pretty simple stuff then going on there. Nothing big. Then we'll put on a setup that suits this track that I know quite well. And then obviously that's really that then, should I say. So through this last sector here, I do like this circuit on this game. It's quite nice. It's one of the best. It's quite a classic circuit as well. So it's not actually a modern circuit, I don't really class, because it has been on the calendar before. It's just been updated or revamped. So through turns 1 and 2, heading into turn number 4, and through 5. It's about holding the speed through here. Alright, 1.2 off, right. Oh, wait, was that balls? We didn't get purple, did we? I thought we got the purple there. Oh, well, we'll take the green. Right, going to put on now a setup. One setup that I know that works around here. Certainly works on Toro Rosso. Hopefully it'll work on the Mercedes. Because, different cars respond differently to all different setups, if that makes sense. So, just because something works on the Toro Rosso doesn't necessarily indicate it'll work on the Mercedes, if you understand where I'm coming from. So yeah, through the last corner then. Well, last real corner here. Alright, down main straight. Open up the DRS, fly down into turn 1. Alright. Hopefully we'll improve this lap. That lap was a load of crap. Car feels quite nice at the front right now, feels quite responsive. Like the rear in that high speed section feels a bit like the back is sliding a lot. Slow speed the car feels quite nice. May try and up the differential, see if that helps. No. I'm gonna revert to a different setup.
Let me know you're all right.
Cause this setup ain't working. Alright, we'll return to the garage. Just trying to find a nice setup right now. This setup is failing. What's this one? Try the Australian one.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:17.4.
No, that's not working through there either. Only got one more setup I could try. I think that works if you go smooth through there. You have to take a very smooth line. Well, I'm going to try a slightly different setup. Use the setup that we use most.
tempting to focus entirely on the race, but we should put a bit of time aside to run the...
Right, so this will be our final attempt.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Bit understeer, but not that bad. Oh, it's good through there. Right, I think I found the setup. There we go. Even though I crashed at the end there, I think I've found just about the right way to go in terms of a car. So hopefully that'll get us decent,
Ricardo,
you know.
Sainz, and Fernando.
Right, anyway, we're going to head into qualifying. Hopefully the car will do what it does best in qualifying, and that's get pole position. We've only had 1 pole position during the last 2 races. In fact, both Sainz and I are the only 2 drivers that have had our first ever pole positions. But nonetheless... Alright, gonna make a small tweak. Might put on a bit more front, go with a little bit less rear, so we get a bit more rear slide, I think, and a bit more front end grip through the first few corners. So yeah, that makes sense. Might try and, you know, do something like that.
Right, we've lost telemetry. We've lost pretty much all sensor information. It's being looked into now, so just bear with it for a few minutes if you can, please.
Alright, go 5-3. I'll just skip him forward, a little bit forward. Right, here we go then.
All clear the garage, please. Car ready to leave.
As we now prepare to do our first flying lap here in Mexico. As we prepare to go out now onto the circuit of Hermanos Rodriguez. I think it's something like that, you know. Right. This is actually, that's my favourite 2 corners then in the circuit, by the way. Our final corner. Down into turn 1, then we go for our first flying lap. Bit deep in turn 1. Vettel doing a 1:14.1. We're only a tenth off Vettel, but that's again another deep corner. So we're messing up in the braking zones. Half a second down on Sebastian Vettel, who's done the fastest lap so far. Seven tenths down, goes fourth fastest, fifth actually, behind Charles Leclerc. Just didn't get my sectors right. Final sector was okay, I suppose. Weren't that bad. First sector was also alright. 1/10 down. Then the second sector is where we lost all our time. It's this corner here. So if we can improve in the first and middle sector, I would say that's at least a second still. So yeah. Time needs to improve. We make our way back to the pits. Right. So right now we're in 6th position. I presume we're not going to be there for long. That first lap time was dreadful. Even though it wasn't that bad considering it was dreadful. It was actually alright if you consider that we never got it together. But considering we're in a Mercedes and considering we're second in the World Championship, that was absolutely dreadful.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1
Alright,
minute,
so we'll skip time
14.9.
forward a little bit. Our teammate 1 second off the best. Alright, now Daniel Ricciardo currently holds the fastest lap. I'm also going to make another tweak for car setup. Fancy a bit more front end grip. Alright. We'll go out roughly 2 minutes. Alright, there we go. We'll go now.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
Right, here we go then. One final push for what could be, obviously, pole position, hopefully. If we gain at least a second, I'm happy. Right, so we're behind Hulkenberg. Looking to pick up slipstream from Hulking. Right, we're in Hulkenberg's slipstream as well, so do bear that in mind. Right, slightly slower down the main straight. But that's a much better turn one. Ah, gone deep again. Slightly better though. Slight corner cut. Still 7/10 up. Which is quite a nice improvement. .1, it's fourth.
Okay, that's pretty disappointing, but we can
No,
turn it
fifth.
around tomorrow.
Yeah, it is disappointing, I suppose,
As we
but
wind down from the excitement of qualifying,
still,
here's a look
fifth
at your
place.
top three. Ricciardo,
Ugh.
Vettel, and Carlos
That's a
Sainz.
hammer blow.
The grid is set
Because
then,
if
so that
Ricciardo
just means the
finishes
race
ahead of
itself.
us tomorrow by that many points, obviously he wouldn't win the championship. However, it would practically mean he would be more or less untouchable, especially even if we did get it to the final round. Like, how many points would he pull out on me? 15 points. That gives him, what, a 43-point lead. So a 43-point lead at this stage of the championship with 75 points remaining. It's just, you know, that's
Obviously,
just... Well, it'd be 50 points
but
after
these
this.
things happen from time to
But yeah. Let's pray. In a way, Daniel Ricciardo breaks down. In a way. I wouldn't mind if Daniel Ricciardo stopped out on the circuit today. It'd be lovely. I don't think we've got the capability of winning around here. With maybe the downforce levels that's required. But yeah. Daniel Ricciardo then on pole position for what is the Mexican Grand Prix.
Just
We will
three
start
races left.
fifth. As we now set away on our formation lap.
Okay, how was the pull away? You'll have a bit more grip than that on the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well.
To warm up our tyres. My teammate is in 11th, I believe, or somewhere down the field. Did a worse job than me, surprisingly. So clearly this track doesn't suit the Mercedes.
Condition looks stable at the moment. No pain currently expected.
So if we finish, of what I'm aware, well actually no, if we fail to score points, we can lose the championship today. It's unlikely we'll fail to score points. However, if we fail to score points, that's our championship over. For Max Verstappen, he needs to at least finish in second, otherwise he is also out of the championship, so that is really where we all need to finish to prevent Ricciardo from becoming Season 3 World Champion. Today, of course, I need to at least score a minimum of, what I'm aware, 3 points. So I need to at least finish 8th or above. And Verstappen's got to finish second or above to prevent Ricciardo from becoming world champion today. So hopefully that can happen. But nonetheless, it's a long run down into turn 1. So anything can happen off the start as we now prepare for lights out. It's lights out and away we go for the Mexican Grand Prix. Not been a bad start from us, but not been either that great either. So, you know, probably our best start for certainly some time. But it's 2, 3 side by side. Perez makes a lockup. Ricciardo is getting swamped. I've broken a bit of my front wing. I don't know what's happened to Daniel Ricciardo. Everyone is everywhere. And what's gone on there? Ricciardo's in 11th. So this has gone certainly horribly wrong the start for us and even for Ricciardo. I'm going to box because of the damage we've got to our front wing. Just going to try and make up some places. Also, whilst on this first lap, Ricciardo though got swamped. It all started with Ricardo Perez, and yeah, that's where it all started. But we've got a broken front wing. We're still behind Ricardo, but Ricardo's got to come back as well. So it's been a bad start for, well, it wasn't a bad start, but I just couldn't go anywhere really. I got pushed out to one side. Hulkenberg was in front of me, so yeah. Is anyone coming in this lap apart from myself? Looks like just myself. Hopefully my team will deliver a good pit stop. And now we've got to do all the recovery work to get really the car within inside the top 10. Not going to be easy, but we are on super soft tyres, so we should be going to the end.
Go now.
Then, and yeah, that'll be really about it. So that was like 5-second pit stop practically as we now make our way. So we got really to make up 10 seconds on Daniel Ricciardo, who's in slower traffic. Is that possible? I don't know. I presume we can do it, but to make up 10 seconds, that's a second per lap on Daniel Ricciardo. Not going to be easy. So but we'll set in hot pursuit.
Okay, there on that line. Not to see a loss of power.
The thing is, they're on hyper soft tyres. That what makes my pursuit worse.
Okay.
Alright, we've gained about 2 seconds on that lap over Fernando Alonso, but you know, that's Alonso. Need gain 10 seconds per lap on Ricciardo. Well, not per lap, sorry. I'm 10 seconds overall on Daniel Ricciardo right now. Get out in front of Ricciardo. And Grosjean is out of the race.
Yellow flag.
Oh, Skinner to 3-second time penalty. You having a laugh? Barely even gained 3 seconds.
Green flag.
Alright. Right now we're lapping in the 117s, so not bad.
The gap to the car ahead is 16.1 seconds.
So we've gained about 5 seconds. Within a space of 3 laps. That puts us within 15 seconds of Daniel. A bit horrible through that. .2, so we've lost about a few tenths through there. .14 seconds now, so we've roughly gained about 10 seconds on Alonso. About 20.
To manage this, we'll need to lower our ERS deployment mode.
So it's about 20 seconds around here for a pit stop. Gap to teammate. Teammate status.
Gap to teammate ahead is 23.2 seconds. They're on the hyperstop. The time last lap was a 1:09.
Oh dear. Balls. Oh, I'm just going to use a flashback there. Right over the curb. So 23 seconds. Now if my teammate, I want to see if my teammate's ahead of Ricardo or behind Ricardo. Teammates. Oh dear. My teammate's getting overtaken by Ricardo. So my teammate's 23 seconds. Let's say it takes 20 seconds for a pit stop around here. That puts us 3 seconds behind Ricardo. Let's say. So can still get ahead of Ricardo, but it's gonna be close. Championship update.
As things stand, we'll be second in the championship.
So still holding on to second. And the drivers. Alright, someone... Oh no. Right, 12.7, so we've now made up 10 seconds to Alonso.
is 11.6 seconds.
Alright, one of Red Bull's is in. I think it's Ricciardo. This will be a moment of truth in terms of how far behind we are. Daniel. Are we going to come out ahead of Daniel Ricciardo? Ricciardo is literally in front of me by probably about less than well, yeah, Ricciardo's in front of me as we re-emerge in 17th. But he's still got quite a bit of traffic to clear right now, Ricciardo does. But our tyres are a lot older now. This is where those who have just made pit stops are going to be so fast. Regardless of circumstances.
Right, the car behind has come in to put on the ultra-soft tyre.
But
that's the car behind, now on the ultra-softs.
we're behind Leclerc. But we're behind also Ricciardo. And we've got to also make it to the ends on these tyres. So we're in the top 10. Ricciardo's in 8th. We are in 10th. So been an alright recovery race so far. So if Ricciardo was to finish in the position he would currently be in, he would not win the championship today, unfortunately, for Daniel Ricciardo. However, of course, he would extend it still to about 31 points over us. So still would be a nice lead going into the final few races of the season to have. Aim is to bring it to the final race of the season, of course, championship, you know. Alright, let's see how our tyres are. 21% wet so far, so they will make it to the end, our tyres.
Gap to teammate behind is 11.7 seconds.
Ah, keep going wide into there. Been a problem all weekend. And we now got Ericsson on our back. And Ricciardo is just eking away. I've just got hope something happens to Ricciardo. Again. I've got nothing.
Stay with him, he might make a mistake. He can still regain the position.
Absolutely nothing to fight with. I'm literally pushing this car, but I've got to keep, because my tyres are so much older. Got to try and keep them in all right condition. And because their tyres are so much younger, fresher, They have just got everything. As I say, if we finish outside the top 8, doesn't mean we lose the championship. Just means we can't win the championship sort of thing. Today, well, can't get closer.
is 2.0 Decan.
Through. Just hoping something happens to Daniel.
Signs. They're retiring from the race.
So that signs out of the race. But it's still us not in the position ahead of Ricardo. Just means we can get a point.
Some of this energy. Increase the ERS deployment. Our gap to first place is 24.7 seconds.
Here comes Perez. I meant, sorry, Ocon.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
And again, outside the point. Well, I'm wondering if this game is just trying to tease me right now. Because basically, Ricardo had a horrible start. That could have easily been us, you know, gaining so much in the championship, but instead we're now, you know, losing quite a bit of points. Then another retirement, Carlos Sainz puts us up into points, and Ocon takes us out of points. Just got nothing. left in the tank. These tyres are done. I've decided we're not going to gain. Box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Set hypersofts.
Copy. Hypersofts for the next stop.
If you're wondering what we're doing, we're just gonna go for a fastest lap. Why not? Got nothing else to do.
Go, go, go.
We've got nothing else to lose. We've already lost the points. You know, we're not going to get points finish. Definitely now, but...
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
yeah, we're not going to do it, so I'm going to go for a fastest lap. And what's horrible about this is not just I am at the back, but my teammate is also picking up nothing.
There's 3 laps of fuel
What a
remaining.
horrible day to be a Mercedes driver. The Silver Arrows are literally 1 and 2 at the back of the field. 17th and 18th. Right now, us 2 Mercedes are. I think that means Red Bull are going to be Constructors Champions,
Let's turn up the ERS
if I'm
deployment and
correct,
burn some of this energy.
today. Alright, let's go for it. Got 2 laps worth of fuel roughly. New tyres. Let's see what we can do.
Gap to car in front is 11.3 seconds.
Right, this is gonna be a brand new fastest lap most likely.
This is your final
A
lap.
1:15.2, brand new fastest lap of the race. Can we get a new fastest lap also on the final lap? Who knows? Let's try. So who is gonna win? It's Max Verstappen, your race winner. That should move him ahead of me in the championship. I don't know where it puts him in the drivers in terms of how many points he's behind Daniel. But yeah, Daniel won't win the championship today, I don't think, due to Verstappen winning. As we are the final car to come round. and we'll finish dead last.
I can't say that I'm happy with how today went, but
So yeah,
you gave it your best. Better luck next
that
time.
was not the race we were looking for going into the final few rounds of the season. Oh well, nothing we can do.
To the podium, our top 3 drivers.
It wasn't really our fault, you know, like,
So then, it's time
yeah,
to see how
we
this
got
result
caught
affects
up in all the
Drivers'
mess.
Championship. Well, the lead at the top has come down after a poor result.
So,
Leader. And now I'd like to ask you,
26
Anthony
points
Davison,
is now
who
the
was your
gap
driver of
between
the day?
Verstappen and Ricciardo. 36 between us and Ricciardo.
And here's how
So
things
yes.
are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship.
But Daniel
And it's another title in the bag for Red Bull. After a long
is
and
looking,
hard-fought
yeah,
season,
certainly.
they built an astonishing car
Constructors,
this
well,
year.
you've heard it.
Glory they'll be taking back to
That
their
is
teams.
the championship
It's fully
in the
deserved.
Constructors wrapped up.
Meanwhile, Toro Rosso's strong
So
player,
yeah, I think, as I say, you know, right, the thing is, I'm not going to be disappointed if, okay, we do not win the championship this season. Not because, you know, I think we don't deserve a championship. In fact, I think we deserve the championship as much as everyone else deserves the championship. But the reason why I won't be disappointed is because, okay, at the end of the day, we haven't really done anything wrong in my perspective to, or we haven't, the start of the season wasn't strong enough. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, yeah.
And they think your attitude and results might be
So, for me, you know, that's the reason why, you know, no, we don't deserve the championship. In fact, we do deserve the championship. But I don't think we've got the car still capable of winning the championship. As I say, next season we most likely will. We're going to take also a grid penalty for the next race. So we'll have a new engine motor, and that will help us out, certainly. For final few rounds, and that's it really. So we'll skip forward to Brazil, select our tyres, and then that's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed what was, in fact, a bit of a weird one. We didn't ever get into a rhythm. Yeah, you know, it was unfortunate, but anyway, I've done well here at Brazil in the past, so, you know, I'm looking forward to Brazil as well. You know, it's one of them classic circuits. I think you've got to always look forward to Brazil, the penultimate round of the season, and then obviously Abu Dhabi to wrap things up for season 3, of course. Who will win the championship? Ricciardo's first opportunity at getting his first championship, and in fact, I think that would mean if Ricciardo does win the championship, that would be, okay, a new world champion every single season. Lewis Hamilton season 1, Sebastian Vettel season 2. Will it be Daniel Ricciardo for season 3? And what's also fascinating about it all, the man who has won the the driver that has finished second place in the championship has actually gone on to claim the championship from previous seasons, if you get where I'm coming from. Because Hamilton won it in season 1, Vettel was our runner-up. Ricciardo, Vettel won season 2, Ricciardo runner-up. And this season, right now, as things stand, Ricciardo is leading the championship in season 3. Max Verstappen, your runner-up. I don't want to say he's going to be champion next season, but don't get me wrong. He is certainly, well, if you could put a bet on him, or the way history is showing us in this game, if you finish second the season prior, or season before the season coming up, you will finish first the next season, for whatever reason. So yeah, you know, biggest points tally though, in terms of for winning the championship right now, is 316, by the way. So Ricciardo could actually pass that. He's got, how many races? 2 races, 50 points. If he, let's say, gets 10 points here, he only has to score 6 points in Abu Dhabi, and he's actually surpassed. So could also Ricciardo take the biggest points tally of any driver in this career mode as well this season. Right, see you all next time for round number 18, 20 for the penultimate round of the season.